Hello and welcome to Leviathan News. It's September 26th and we got our microphones back. And yeah, me and Garrett are in separate locations today, unfortunately. But we got DeFi Advisor here. Hello, DeFi Advisor. Welcome back.
Hello, guys. What's up? Good to be back.
It's good to hear. How was the holiday?
It was actually good. It's not exactly a holiday like most holidays. Yom Kippur is a day where Jewish people fast. So we fast for like 25 hours. Kind of an inward looking day. It was actually quite good. Did with my folks, went pretty well. Also met a friend, talked about Riverside a bit. It was actually quite nice. How was your stream? How did it go?
It was good, except for let me pull this up actually because we did have some good commentary on this. We had a nice audio issue as well too.
Sounds classic.
Yeah. So Second Set Maze posted a great picture of us that I'm gonna pull up.
It's very funny because we started late because we spent an hour setting up the mics and then the mics weren't even working.
Yeah, they weren't even working. It clicked off. It like switched to the other mic input, and you had here. So we were holding the mics the whole time, and nobody was actually using them. So
that's a great picture, actually. That's a great picture.
No.
Where was it? At your place, Sam, or where?
It was on the casting
couch. Yeah, Chanho says he recognizes the couch, so I don't know what angle he saw it from.
Don't go all R-rated 3 minutes into the show, guys.
Yeah.
But that's cool. We should do it more often, I think. It really is cool. And also, Garrett told me that the meetup is tomorrow.
Yeah, yes, it is. And cool. And we have a location now as well too, don't we, Garrett?
Awesome. Alpha for the viewers.
We do, but only if you register. We don't want randos showing up off the street and assuming that we're rich because we have that fancy Hollywood lifestyle. Because we're actually very, very poor, so we need people to know that before they come.
Yeah. So all in all, it was a fun time. It was great to see Garrett. We had a really nice time. Oh, hey, thank you everybody that is a channel member for Leviathan News and boosted us because now we can do stories and we're going to. So we're probably going to have videos and other things that we want to share with you guys. So thank you for helping us get in that level 1. It's very cool.
Didn't even know that. What does it actually mean?
Well, we can post stories now. We can.
You mean stories on YouTube?
No, in Telegram. In Telegram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we did some stories, and I didn't know how. Why? It's because we've reached like a specific amount of followers, or what?
Oh, yeah, you got the boost. Oh, hey, Windmoon, what's going on?
Good morning, guys. I had to join. What a day, right? What a night. Yesterday was goddamn crazy. Sorry, guys. Go ahead. Keep talking.
No, good to see you here. Yeah, well, great
to see you here, Windmoon. Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you explain to people who don't know about the Kevin James meme that you've been on tear with?
Oh my God, I love this reaction image. It's so good, right? I have so many.
This meme everywhere.
Yeah,
like in the last 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. It's just like universally applicable. So this meme, you can probably pull it up. But the funnier thing is obviously Mr. BitBoy himself, right? Yesterday, I can't believe we're living in this timeline, man. He pulled up to his ex-employee. This is the crazy thing. So this guy is an ex-employee. He's also a guy that he's scared of. He thinks he's going to get killed by. And he's somehow got his Lamborghini. He tries to steal it back. Gets arrested by the police. In his car is a gun and his his mistress. and he's like, oh my God, he's live to like 25,000 people. It's crazy. I mean,
Wait, who was in the car?
so it was Cassie, and that's
Cassie.
the woman that he had an affair with, and he's
no.
like mentioning to the stream how his wife knows that.
Yeah, man. This was like one of the most absurd things I've ever seen in crypto, and we see absurd things every day.
Yeah, it really is one of the craziest things. Oh man, it's I love this timeline. It's amazing.
Man, isn't the and he had that whole video where he like got on with his wife and he was like, I'm so sorry, like we talked about it, and his wife is like consoling him while he's like talking about that he had this affair. Now he's like in the truck with the woman, like
Yeah.
showing up to the dude's house, banging on the door.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And he got done for loitering out of everything. He's tweeting this morning as well.
So here we have a beautiful mugshot of
I mean,
BitBoy.
a one of one NFT.
Yeah, one on one. Actually, that's a good point. We should make this a 1-on-1.
We've become a reality show, guys.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I think when Netflix finally gets the rights to this, it's going to be one of the best documentaries. It's going to be so good.
People
Who are they going to get to play BitBoy?
Could you try again?
Who are they going to get to play BitBoy? Jack Black?
That would be so good.
And the thing is like this last week, BitBoy was like asking his followers, he's like, my Lamborghini got taken away, I need money, and he got like $200,000 out of that. Out of
I wonder where that 200,000. He spent it all on coke, dude. The guy was coked out of his mind on this video.
Maybe those diet pills, but he like gets his Lamborghini. Apparently, he like got his Lamborghini back the next day, and then didn't. I don't know. It's don't send this man any more money. Really,
people are donating him while he's having while he has a Lamborghini. That's what you're actually telling me.
Yeah.
The guy has a Lamborghini and people are sending him funds.
I don't know. It's really unfortunate. Like, I think you get to the point where if you're like fully online all the time and your audience is generated off of you like live streaming for clicks, especially when you've proved yourself to be this like hyper aggressive, like bombastic person during the wake of the FTX stuff. Like BitBoy got it got implanted into his head that he should just be kind of like wild and crazy after that FTX stuff, that he could just act the way he wanted to. And now the cops are showing up at his house or the other guy's house.
Yeah. He's willing to do like the extra. He's willing to go the extra step for attention, like far more than a year ago or something like that.
Yeah. That's how it happens, right? Like for a lot of celebrities, like it's just a drug and it just has to go more and more. So
I guess we should really take care of ourselves, right?
Exactly. So hopefully this kind of like sets him straight. But was he tweeting this morning?
Yes. Yeah. He was saying he's back at it. Don't worry. Everything is back to normal.
Oh man. Here, let's just bring up what he said. So he said,
can we show the videos, by the way? Can we show the videos?
I have PTSD from what DJ has done to me. My company has been stolen. I was extorted for my Lambo. I'm angry, beyond angry. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the full video because we posted it up on the Leviathan theme stream, and it's like 37 minutes long. So
but have you seen the video, like the video of him driving? It was posted this morning. I saw it this morning on the timeline. It's even funnier. The guy is like singing Soldier Boy and he's legit crazy, man.
Oh man, I think he should probably just like take a break from. I mean, this is where the point you get like where you should just take a break from social media for a while.
He's not gonna take a break, man. He's not gonna take a break.
Yeah, here we go. My name is Ben, and I'm a loiterer. I did 8 whole hours in the slammer.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what's crazy is this was the biggest news of the day, and there was $200 million stolen yesterday, and we didn't even really like bat an eye about it. It's the largest crypto hack of the year.
Yeah,
And
and it's on this network that nobody has ever heard.
Yeah.
is it like a Chinese Asian thing?
I really don't know. I honestly have no idea. It's like so crazy. You hear about a chain after it's hacked for 200 million. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
multi-million-dollar hack on a chain no one's ever heard of is not news in crypto. That's a daily event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and even Rex says like news of a relatively unheard platform losing 9 figures brings back memories of Poly Network's leaderboard topping incident in August 2021. And apparently Mixin claims to be decentralized, but blames the losses on a hacked third-party database. It's really weird. Very strange here. But what was stolen was 60,000 ETH. That's crazy. Yeah, 23.5 million USDT that was swapped to DAI, and then 891 BTC. So that is a ton of money. And also Rex says this case has many of the hallmarks of a Lazarus heist, who have been plenty busy lately. So yet another excuse for the feds to come in and point at North Korea and associate it with crypto. Needs to stop happening.
Whose funds were on that network? Like,
I don't even know. I've never heard of this. I think that's why it's not like bigger news.
Same. Never heard of that name. Would never have guessed that there's a network called Mixin with 200 million on it.
Yeah, even CZ was like, I haven't really like heard of this network before, but
Okay,
it sucks.
I'm
This
by
is
no
weird,
means
man.
recommending this. I'm by no means recommending what I'm about to suggest, and no one should do it either. But could any of us just claim that we had a $100 million network that got hacked and get a huge tax write-off?
Yeah, no, you can't write off stolen crypto anymore. Actually, so
Oh, you can't?
no. Yeah, even CZ said like, I'm not familiar with it. It was hard to understand. So a decentralized peer-to-peer network had a database which when was hacked can lose half of the user's assets. Yeah. So if CZ is coming out and saying this, then everybody else is scratching their heads too.
Yeah. Man, it's again, what kind of timeline do we live in, right?
I don't even know at this point.
Yeah.
But this is honestly like it should be huge, right? Like when was the last time we lost $200 million? It was the Euler exploit, which those funds were returned, but that was massive when it happened.
Yeah, and this, I mean, at the end of the day, crypto is now just being used to fund North Korea, right? The entire North Korea economy is based on hacking crypto.
In crypto,
Yeah,
all bridges lead to Pyongyang.
Oh yes.
Yeah, this Mixin network is probably a psyop, guys.
Yeah. So I don't understand this story. It's so crazy that, you know, like I don't know. I don't have anything to say about this more. We'll probably find more as it comes down. Very little information has been released about it. Not even any of the big influencers like Zach XBT or Tay or anybody have been like blasting about it. So I don't know. $200 million quietly stolen yesterday. And here we are.
One of the best ways to find out about new networks in crypto is to read about new hacks.
Yeah. Actually, to also find more about hacks, you can track wallets. And yesterday, we had the release of Llama Folio, which is pushed out by the Llama team. I'm guessing DeFi Llama. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a part of Llama Corp. So DeFi Llama, Llama Pay, DL News. And they are putting out a DBank and pretty much a DBank competitor, right? Because DBank's starting to close everything off with paid services. So now they're adding in hopefully what is the newest, most easy to read DeFi portfolio tracker on the market.
That's actually very interesting. Are they also going to have like a posting service like the one the bank has, where you can actually like post like tweets and stuff?
I don't know, but this seems to be like yet another win from the Llama team if they're able to get market share. So it's nice and bright, has some pretty colors, also has labels which DBank does not have. So, you know, bin.eth is an epic NFT enjoyer, as well as having funded by all these exchanges. It's pretty nice, actually.
Interesting that this came out just when you just said the name. What are the guys?
DBank. Yeah, DBank.
DBank just came out with their like paid subscription model, right?
Yeah, DBank just did come out with a paid subscription model. So they're trying to push everybody into, you know, they had all these cool services that was there, and now they're kind of pushing them out. So they had a service that would like track your portfolio balance over time. They had something that would like kind of like look at transactions deeper, and all of those have been pushed into their $10 a month paid service, paid subscription. So let me pull that out up actually. So I think it's either
when I look at all this, like it's great, and you know, I'm always excited for everything that the Llama team releases. But I have to admit, like both between DBank and Llama Folio, like I'm pretty happy with Rabby. Like Rabby does a really good job of tracking all of this right within their wallet. So I feel like Rabby is like an undersung competitor here.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But Rabby belongs to the bank, no? Isn't there a
But does it? I was not aware of that.
Maybe do you know something about it, Wenwon?
No, actually, I'm not the biggest fan of Rabby, so I don't really keep up with them. But
Rabies.
yeah.
So no slander here, please.
I'm actually only hearing great stuff about them from the people I know. I'm not using it yet myself, but honestly, I've been told by quite a few people I should try it out.
I've also heard that, you know, with MetaMask doing everything that it's done in the past, really was MetaMask moving the go straight to Etherscan button to like 3 clicks deeper that made me question my allegiance to MetaMask for the long term.
Sorry, what? They did what?
Remember when they like moved, you know, like in MetaMask, like if you're on your wallet, you can like click the 3 little dots, and then there's like a view portfolio, which would take you straight to Etherscan.
Yeah.
Well, I think a month ago, or maybe like 6 weeks or.
Oh, yeah, they deleted that for a while, but it's back.
Yeah. It was like immediate outrage. Literally, they pushed this update out, and then within 3 days, they came out and said, "Oh, hey, okay, we're gonna put this back." But I've never seen like a worse product decision to say, like, you know, the thing that pretty much everyone relies on that uses MetaMask, we're just gonna take it away, and we're gonna make it hidden. Pretty much, it's not just that they removed it; it's that they put it in a very hard to find place, and then didn't have any updates about where it went.
Wow, yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember seeing any. Well, I wasn't part of the outrage or anything, but I was like, what the fuck is this? But gladly they did put it back. So
yeah, thankfully they did put it back.
It wasn't too big of a problem. Does anyone use Frame? Is like, how do you guys think of that? No. I hear it, like the dev love it.
It doesn't connect to a lot of sites I use. Like I have a lot of trouble out of the box. I know some people say it works great. I really like the fact they keep the price of gas in my toolbar, but other than that, like I just can't use it.
The similar problem for me with Rabby. I tried Rabby, but or Rabby or whatever you want to say, because they don't allow testnet, and I was trying to use testnet, and they don't allow like a lot of chains unless they're pretty much whitelisted. Right. The good thing about
the testnet part sucks.
Yeah, the good thing about MetaMask is I don't think they have to whitelist anything, right? They just you can just add any chain you want. So I mean they should add that feature in my opinion. But
do they support Mixin?
I don't think anybody's ever used that. So apart from
Winman, are those your like constant?
Fuck, sorry.
Yeah.
You're a popular lady.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I think there are a bunch of competitors out there. It's really just making the jump to something else is the hard part, right?
Yeah, it's difficult.
But I can't seem to find DBank's like paid features now. They had it on the, they were like showing it off, but I can't find it anymore. So
I think it only starts tomorrow. I think I saw a post where it only starts on the 27th.
Oh, it only starts on the 27th? Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of people were complaining that, you know, if you wanted to use like the pro version of the bank before, you either had to get a free profile that you could mint if you were like on the top 10K addresses at some point or whatever, or you had to pay like $96. And these $96, you had to use the bank L2, and it opened like all kinds of features. And some of the people I know were really urging me to use it. And also they told me that we should use it on Leviathan, because people can, I think, tip there and do all this kind of stuff when they get like interesting news. But I was not expecting this, like, you know, this monthly subscriptions model. And I think it's getting a bit of a backlash, but let's see how it goes down.
Yeah, it's a little strange. I mean, you don't see too many monthly subscriptions for like Web3 products, because somebody can just build the same thing and push it out. I mean, it's too competitive to have these like retail focused products. It's very, very hard.
Yeah, especially with what you were telling now on Llama Folio. Maybe they did choose the date, but maybe they were waiting for such an opportunity to get their service up.
Yeah. Okay, so more jailcasts today. We have this Russian lady, Valeria Fedyakina, also known as Bitmama, who apparently defrauded her clients of over.
Sign me up, man. Sign me up.
I think DeFi Advisor was the 72 million.
I gotta go, folks. I gotta go.
So apparently she was saying that she would move money from inside the country to outside the country, and that when it would appear offshore, you would like get a profit, right? So like 1% profit for letting her move your money offshore. But apparently it was a financial pyramid scheme, and she had no intention of sending the money back.
Oh man, it's just beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Give me your money, I'll give you one. Like in the bull run, you had to do 2x.
And it's a bear market, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now you just do it for 1%. Fuck me.
So the Radokova Telegram channel suggested that she may have stolen as much as $150 million. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
Damn.
We also had a different. Or wait, did you guys keep up on this Milady lawsuit that's happening? Because we had a countersuit filed against Charlotte Fang, aka Krishna Okander, aka Palantir Overlord, who is being countersued by the other Miladies that he was suing, and essentially saying that the Ramila Collective was a 5-way unincorporated partnership, not Charlotte Fang's wholly owned company. Charlotte Fang misappropriated asset, and a bunch of other stuff as well too.
Damn.
Yeah. And so there's a battle right now going on for control of Ramila.
I haven't looked into it too much, but I love that Lex is covering this. Gabe, he's always got the best takes for this sort of stuff.
But I know there's something that I wanted to talk with you about, actually, Moon. So Chaos Labs has unveiled the GMX v2 risk portal. Have you taken a look at this yet?
No, not at all. What is it?
Let's take a look. So it offers a bunch of stuff. Let me pull the website up instead of going. People add the. Oh, do I have to go to their? Where is this? Okay, so they've got an overview page with aggregated metrics. Wait, hold on a second. My dog's scratching the door. One second.
Classic.
Man, you should really put the dog on camera. I'm saying it's gonna like triple our views.
Yeah, dude.
Probably.
No one cares about DeFi, but dogfi.
I know. My dog just like scratches at the door until I come. It's really annoying. Like never gets old. Just will do it for it's like past 10 minutes. She was like scratching at the door.
Some sound effects, man.
Yeah. So let's see. We're gonna get has markets page, fully comprehensive markets. How do I get here to this KApps Labs page? Let me see if I can open this up and get the actual site. Oh, okay. Here we go. I got the actual.
I think this would be very helpful though, because at the moment the stats are not very good on GMX itself.
Really? What's been happening with GMX recently?
No, like GMX obviously is great, but I'm just saying the stats in terms of like if you want to look at everything in a like easy to see format hasn't been that great. This looks pretty good actually.
Yeah.
This doesn't look bad whatsoever.
So I wanted to ask about the GMX returns recently. So they have been pretty steady at about 3% for a little while, and with rates being at 5%, is this going to continue to drain out liquidity outside of GMX?
Well, like the GLP has obviously been earning that, but GM has been a little bit higher. It kind of depends on the market that you're looking at.
Oh yeah, the GLP. Sorry,
but it is just like, I mean, I actually hope that it does drain liquidity, right? Because at the end of the day, I want the markets to be efficient, and if the liquidity isn't being used, and in these cases it's not, right? Because GM has the ability to go to 100% utilization also almost and be fine. And it's not doing that right now, but it was in the first weeks. I'd say first and foremost, like it's still too early to draw real conclusions from GM, right? Because it's only been out for however many months, like 2 months. But for GLP at least, the problem I see not only with GLP, but literally with every single liquidity provider ever, is that liquidity providers are too lazy and they don't really. The thing is, your risk is almost the same at all times, right? Like you always have that actual baseline of risk, but your returns are not, right? In an LP, if volume goes down, and the same goes for GMX. Volume goes down, your rewards APY is going to go down. I bet some people are LPing, and most of these LPs have just been sitting here since 20% and haven't left, even if the returns don't make sense for them at this point. I think from it kind of depends how you're viewing the entire portfolio. GLP still is a good asset in terms of if you count trader P&L as a positive, and that's why like Umami's vols are returning like even higher than 3%. We're returning like 16% right now, so it still does make sense. But I'm sure there are some people who should, if they were to ever visit GMX's UI again and realize that their deposit is only earning 3%, they might want to exit, which would be good, because it is just like, it's almost as if capital just comes into DeFi, gets locked into one place, and then doesn't move forever. What you really want for an efficient market is that capital to be moving around, right, at all times. And if it's possible that, the same deposit that's in GLP right now finds a better yield for themselves on a normal LP of WETH USDC on UniV3 or UniV2 or Balancer or whatever it is, even Camelot, they need to move. And if they don't, you create an inefficient market. That's what we kind of have right now, which is why yields are low, right? And it's like a double-edged sword of capital isn't flowing into DeFi, and a lot of the times, at the same time, there isn't really a point for capital to flow into DeFi. Especially, like, why would somebody look at the GMX UI, want to put capital into GLP if they can earn 5% on a treasury bill, right? So all of these things added together, I think what we're going to need to see, obviously, is when volumes pick up, this kind of becomes a moot point, right? Volumes pick up, yields pick up. But for right now, it's kind of that weird period where people are being lazy and it's not helping the efficiency of crypto.
Yeah, and TVL's in the GLP vaults has come down from 500 million down to like 370 million at this point. And it's just one of those things where, maybe tomorrow the liquidity just like the volatility spikes up again and people start making money again.
It will be the case, right? Volatility has left the crypto markets for months, but it's not going to leave forever. It's going to come back someday, no matter what somebody might tell you. But when it does and whatever, volumes will pick up, stuff will start to pick up. It's just kind of the ups and downs of the market, right? We expect this. Nothing is unexpected. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not too excited about it as well, because honestly, if except the four of us and some other people, like who's actually trading now? You know what I mean? Like honestly, who's even aware of crypto?
Yeah, it's only North Korea right now with $200 million. They're probably going to put 5x long, and then we'll see.
Is North Korea going to start a venture fund? Like it's an arb play for them, where they can just fund DeFi projects and then get the money back by hacking them.
Dude, that'll be like the ultimate investor, right?
Some self-sustainable investing there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys know this Celestia airdrop is out?
No, I haven't. No, I didn't.
Yeah, apparently just a couple of hours ago, it's out. It's live. So Celestia has announced their TIA airdrop. You can go and check your eligibility right now. They're allocating 60% or 6% of the total supply, and a total of 7,500 developers and 576,000 on-chain addresses are eligible.
But what do you have to do to?
So you either have to do research in public goods, so GitHub contributions, contributors to ETH research, modular fellows. So like 20 million goes to like public goods and research if you've contributed at all. 20 million goes to the top 50% active users on the top 10 rollups by TVL on L2Beat. And then 20 million goes to stakers of more than $75 allocated by stake on-chain activity to Cosmos Hub and Osmosis, or so our IBC relayers on Cosmos Hub and Osmosis.
Yeah, I'm probably not eligible. I mean, maybe I got into the top 50% of active users, but
probably, yeah.
I ain't done no GitHub. Never touched Cosmos, so
yeah. I mean, we're all probably get something because of the I'm sure all of us have been top 50% active on some rollups.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently I did see this. So apparently they're let me go back and check this again. So they are banning VPNs, which notably has come out of the last.
Okay, so Americans are fucked.
Well, not just anybody using a VPN, really.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean Lazarus Group is?
Yeah, right.
They can't hack the airdrop.
Yeah.
They just have to hack their airdrop.
Yeah, it's interesting how they're giving most of it to, or like a large chunk to developers and not just addresses. That seems kind of smart, doesn't it? That they're going after like public GitHub contributions.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. But at the end of the day, most of the time on these airdrops, if you ask a dev, they've probably got more, like 10 times more of an airdrop than anybody else anyway, because they are the ones that have like 25 different wallets to test on every chain or whatever it is, right?
Yeah. But the amount of sibling that you can do on here is probably much less, since they've included so many wallet-ups. The top 50% of active wallets from the top 10 roll-ups based by TVL, and that means that it's a very diverse and widespread group that probably draws in a ton of addresses. So you probably couldn't have sold this one unless you're a developer who contributing to ETH somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's pretty cool. Are you guys like interested in Celestia going forward? I mean, it looks like it's going to be them versus Eigenlayer. I don't want to use versus, but them and Eigenlayer providing services.
Cap.
To be honest, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's kind of like Cosmos trying to make a resurgence again, right? Where, Eigenlayer is like the ETH, I guess, ETH aligned, like DA layer, and Celestia is the Cosmos aligned one. We just need like some Polkadot one to come out. Actually, I saw a tweet the other day with somebody asking why Polkadot still has a like $4.8 billion valuation.
Why indeed?
Yeah.
Why indeed, if I may ask my colleagues here.
Does anybody actually use Polkadot?
Never.
Not
Always seemed like something interesting. Like when I was a complete noob, it seemed so interesting to me. But I've never met anyone that actually uses it. I think, like, not online. I met one person that was really into it, but like other than that, no.
Yeah. Well, all right. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there's some other stuff to talk about today and like smaller news stuff, but that's pretty much it for the big news. I mean, Brian Armstrong's taken over the timeline.
as it should be.
New main character alert.
New
main
right?
Yeah.
I never want to be the main character. Oh, and Wire Service MoneyGram is going to release a non-custodial wallet in 2024. Everybody's using stablecoins. I actually wrote about this yesterday, where in a nice piece for Flywheel. We'll get this posted up on the timeline for Leviathan. But it's really interesting to see how the stablecoin is going to affect like banking as a whole, because it's really going to. There's this great. Did we talk about this yesterday? Yeah, the JP Koenig article about how it's almost safer.
But the brains weren't here yesterday.
Yeah. So with stablecoins, they're being built in a way where it's almost safer than a bank. So all your funds are in this like bankruptcy remote vehicle that only invests in short-term treasuries and is managed by NYDFS. Is typically like the proto stablecoin meta at the moment, versus keeping your money in a bank where, sure, up to $250,000 is FDIC insured or has some sort of deposit insurance if you're international. But after that, you're kind of screwed. So if you have like $10 million, why not just buy Paxos's stablecoin and hold that instead of keeping your money in a bank? Because that the attestations come out, I believe, weekly, and additionally, you only have exposure to short-term treasuries. You don't have any of that other like junk that all the banks have right now of issuing out like trillions of dollars of commercial real estate loans that they now have to have on their books and take losses on. Like, why have your money exposed in like a leveraged long bond fund, aka a bank, when you could just have it in this nice vehicle that invests into short-term treasuries and is like pretty much the closest you can get to like having your money in the Fed.
Well, you have counterparty risk that you wanna deal with. But on the subject of banks, I mean, obviously none of you guys are UK, but on the UK side, it looks like they're doing a crackdown as well, because now Chase, and some people say that nobody's really using Chase in the UK. I do use Chase because they offer like a good. They're just actually quite good in the UK, but I guess since they're like an American bank, nobody really uses them. Mm-hmm. They're cracking down. They're like, okay, if you touch crypto, we're freezing your account. So my account's probably gonna get frozen. And like another one.
They do that in the US too. I went to such like hoops to avoid touching like Chase Bank with my crypto in the US. Eventually I just canceled. I literally like just canceled my Chase account anyway.
Yeah,
because there's no point. Like they're gonna cancel me eventually, and like it was completely inefficient because they weren't even giving like any kind of like yield on money in there and requiring a $1,500 minimum.
Oh wow!
So it's like that's $1,500 I could like put in any other bank account and get 5%. Instead, they're like dinging me $50 a month.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, this is the pressure that the banks are going to be put under. Is that I believe my Chase Bank here in the States requires something like $5,000 or $4,000 cumulative to be deposited into the account monthly, or they ding you like $15. Yeah.
Yeah, but they can get away with it because they lose money off small accounts like us. They know that the big players are going to put their money in Chase because it's the only one that's going to get like guaranteed bailed out by the government. So they're fishing for like massive over 250K, and they want all of us to eat goat leavings and get away.
Yeah, but this is the point that I bring up, is that like stablecoins don't have any of these issues. Like there's no fees that anybody's going to charge you for holding stablecoins. Like PayPal is never going to come to your wallet and say like, oh, hey, we need $10 from you. And with the proliferation of all these L2s, like the cost of making transfers or payments in stablecoins is essentially going to drop to zero. So like, why keep money in the bank? Like, why continue to subsidize the commercial banking system when
we could build it on chain? We could build Chase Bank app on chain that just dings you with random fees every now and then.
I mean, we could. I mean, like, I think, is this it? Okay, yeah. Actually, I forgot about this. So this is actually pretty nifty. Circle, aka USDC, launched this site yesterday. So this is USDC.cool. And it shows you in real time, block by block, how much money is issued on every single network. So it even shows like rigid USD, if you want it as well too, down to the like literal penny. Like I can click on Ethereum, I can see exactly how much money is, or how much USDC is circulating on Ethereum at any one time, how much is bridged, launched, everything, right? And some nice graphs as well too. Very nice. I mean, this sort of like level of transparency is something that like Frax first pushed. And so, you know, I believe we're going to see more of this as we go forward. And you can't get this in your bank. Like, sure, the bank inspectors and the federal regulators, state regulators have access to this information, but the public doesn't have access to this information. Like I can't see how much the exact amount of liabilities that my Chase Bank has. Based on my minimal amount of deposits that are in my bank account, but with USDC I can, and that's the future right here.
If Frax offers something like this too, I'm sure that it's back of your mind, and you're just too humble to admit it.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, no, I'm more than humble.
Yeah, just tap right over. There you go. You're waiting for that.
So this is, I mean, this is, I mean, maybe Circle saw what Frax is doing, and you know, like the thing really is to get to the point where these stablecoin issuers have like an API that you can plug into and get like block by block updates or like second by second updates from the bankruptcy remote vehicle that holds all the collateral. So if there is any like off-chain collateral that's being held by USDC, they plug all their bank and securities information in, and then you can track it. I mean, that's really the way forward. This like radical transparency around money is really what's going to be the narrative, or should be the narrative, because when we talk about these banks, like I have no idea what my bank is holding until 55 days, or like, what is it, 55 days after the end of the quarter, after they prepare all the reports and issue their 10Ks. And the people inside there are people inside the bank that have like clear viewpoints into this, but they're federal regulators and they're not like retail. And so there's a lot of like nasty stuff that can happen. Like what happened with Silicon Valley Bank, and we just don't know about it until the bank blows up. So, well, we're at the top of the hour. I don't want to keep anybody on longer than they need to. Moon, thank you as always for hopping in today. Lovely to have you here.
Love to be here, sir.
Yeah, and also DeFi Advisor, happy holidays.
Thanks a lot, man. Everyone.
And
see you tomorrow in New York.
Oh yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, and the disclosed location of the meetup.
Well, it is disclosed.
Yeah.
You just need to come and sign up for the event. So you can find the event inside our Telegram and on Twitter as well too. And
That way we can filter out the .gov addresses.
exactly, yeah. So please come and register for the Leviathan News Happy Hour, which is tomorrow. And I just posted the event link again. So see you tomorrow.
And I kid. We want feds to come. I was just kidding. It'll probably be 33% fed.
Yeah. All right.
You'll be
see you,
fed
everybody.
because I'll buy an appetizer.
All right. See you later, everybody.